My initial presentation is all about Jodhpur. The majesty of Jodhpur, the loyalness Jodhpur offers. This is, as everybody would know, Umaid Bhawan Palace. As Umaid Bhawan is very proud of the way it stands, we are very proud of it, having it in Jodhpur. One of the greatest beauties of architecture is that each time it is like life starting all over again. It's like every project, every time, everything new. My presentation is about Jodhpur sandstone. We were talking about concrete, we were talking about no concrete, we were talking about everything under the sun for architecture, because everything comes under the sun in architecture. But here is a material which is rock solid, which is sedimentary rock, which is ageless. It does not deteriorate, it stays forever. You make this or any building with stone, it does not, it is ageless. Just to, I think most of people know about sandstone. I just want to brief about Jodhpur sandstone. Why Jodhpur sandstone is very popular is because of its appearances, its composition, its refinement, its uniformity. And the way it can be articulated in different shapes, sizes, and also can be given different dimensions. Here are some finishes of Jodhpur stone. I don't know how many people are aware how stone is worked out. The first one, you on the right, left side on top, is the chiseled stone. It's a basic block of stone. In Marwadi or any Hindi state would be any or hathodi se usko line by line kiya jata hai. And 3 line is what is very popular among to give a uniform finish on the stone. The second one would be a polished stone. The third is a flamed. These are the different finishes which this stone can take, and it can be explored and exploited for your uses. Again, one more thing about Jodhpur stone is the formation, the molecules, very uniform molecules it is made of. That gives you a uniformity in that material. It does not, and the red color which it has, basically there are 2 colors, one is wheatish and one is red. It's because of the presence of red oxide in it. Jodhpur sandstone is available all around Jodhpur mine, which we have Sursagar, where Mandor and everything, these blocks are taken out, and these are another pictures of the quarries, how still today these blocks are being used, and there's an immense amount of possibility which it offers. Coming down to how this stone is explored by architects and masons, I would also like to mention here is the property of stone is very good with compression. It is not very good with tension. You can make buildings up to G+2 or G+3 with that stone without any extra column support or anything. But today, because the Jodhpur stone is being quarried and chiseled or blocked into or used as tiles or cladding materials. So what we do is there is a structural component where we can use this as a tile. The minimum thickness which you need is 25 mm for that stone to be chiseled, because below that it will break. Physical characteristics is medium grain, color is cream, pink, beige, red. These are some chemical properties. Here, this is how we as architects have been lucky enough to use this Jodhpur stone. You can use it as cladding, load-bearing structures, even flooring, arches, windows, chalies, everything's possible. The CNC machines have given us another tool to create more intricate jalis which were there, which can be still done by hand, but still it is easier and much time saving. Pergolas are made of Jodhpur stone, jharokas can be made, lamps, brackets, outdoor furniture, candle stands, sculptures, fountains. It's also even good with water absorption. Amongst all the sandstones, this has a very less amount of water absorption quality. So it makes it more, and it can take the weather or the weathering of the climate is very competent for this stone. Here I take you for, Jodhpur stone has been used from ages. There's a Mandor garden which is like 14th century old or 8th century structures which are there and still there. So that's why I say it's ageless. Mehrangarh Fort, Umaid Bhawan, Clock Tower. These are all different buildings which are made of Jodhpur sandstone, which are using Jodhpur stone for their construction. IIT Jodhpur, AIMS Jodhpur, Rajasthan High Court. It's a beautiful building the way it's come up. Vidhan Sabha, Jaipur, using Jodhpur stone. Akshardham, all around India. Another one, they're using it in Oman, Pakistan, all the places. It's going everywhere. Coming to a project which is again has become synonymous to Jodhpur's Umaid heritage. We heard Anusa yesterday about talking about Umaid heritage. Umaid heritage is a colony which has around 350 bungalows, plotted colony and flats. The best part about it is it's not a development. It is, he talked about a small area which was the stepwell. But because His Highness was the main patron of this society, there was a guideline which he put. All houses, whatever design they may be, whoever might be the architect, would use only and only Jodhpur stone. So it gave that uniformity, that character, that boldness in that, the whole colony. When you go around, it is like very homogeneous. It puts things together. And we've got from Garandover, UC Jain, even in fact, all the architects around India have been practicing and doing bungalows here. You can see the uniformity it allows and gives to and the character it gives to the society. It has also explored the whole material as in Jodhpur stone in terms of footpaths. Everything there other than green is stone. And that too, Jodhpur sandstone. So the possibilities are innumerous. It just depends on the architect how to explore it. This is a small development next to Umaid Heritage, which is a flat, there's a multi-story. And what they've done is they've used composite structure, which is, you can see an RCC column, a stone cladding with the clamps which are put to hide. I'll show you a detail also. That's a detail which shows how Jodhpur stone is cladded over that RCC structure. It's very important and very intricate to understand as we were talking about structures. And I remember Ravinder said, telling us that it's important for architects to understand structures. I know we don't give that much of importance, but we should understand, because then only we can play with it. We can take out the best out of that material. I have been in this education line for about 20 years now. Have had students all over India now. This is a 1,000 square feet plot area where we did different uses of Jodhpur stone. We used we used blocks, we used cladding, we used intricate carvings. This is a bungalow at Umaid Heritage. It's a 8,000 square feet odd construction. I wrote down the line when I heard Ravinder sir saying that when you sketch something, there's a 3D which you make. And when you are able to transform that 3D into reality as the way it is, that is joy. So I've been enjoying, in fact, as the day I graduated from architecture, like everybody here, I think, what was very common was the passion every architect in this room shared to do something nice. Small, big, it is irrelevant. I'm not even interested in the jam or the butter also. But the idea is that passion that keeps you going. These are just this construction period of this house. You see how the structure gets, the stone envelops itself around the RCC structure. This is actually a project over a hillock. So it is very prone to, majorly prone to earthquake. So you have to take very, very precautionary measures for structures. So we had to take about these lintel bands and extra precautions for RCC around. Nowhere in this house you see an RCC column. Everything is cladded with stone. That's the front elevation. These are some of the views of the bungalow. You could see the panels. Even this stone, because of this nature of the stone, it gives you that flexibility of putting carvings on it. It is not as soft as marble is. It cannot go as intricate as that, but you can still go in and do it. I'll show you some pictures I have. These are some of the views of the front verandas. See, if you see the columns here, or the compound wall, only simple blocks were put in the dimension in such a way, it's just one angle where you can see through it. As soon as your eye moves, you're not able to. Just putting it together at different ends. These are some of the another detailed pictures where the stone carving was done on the same stone. This is how it has been done. All the elements we've been taught, like, the dasa, the lintels, the brackets. It's a beautiful language. It's a beautiful architecture, elements which we can use in all the directions in this. And everything is possible in Jodhpur stone. Everything is possible. I'll just rush it through because these are some interiors of the same bungalow. I thought, kuch kaam main bhi bata deta hu. This is a house which we did for Lalit Jain. It has a beautiful background. And we used some elements from Roman architecture. This is how it stands there. Using the different materials, different stone types. And why I say that is we can explore this material like this also. I've used single pillar stone up to 20-24 feet. which I don't suggest to my client, but the clients would want it like that. I say that because it is very risky. If you go above 15 to 16 feet with this stone, it is risky. It might crack. This is the plans. That's the front and the side elevation. These are again some pictures of this project. What is good about, if you look at this picture, the way those levels have been played, very, very small. It's all about details for architects, for students. Flying is good, but you should know the game. This is a dharamshala where this clan of Rajpurohits wanted this is Mata ka Than near Jodhpur, near Kalyanpur. Nangnechi Mata Tham, we used Jodhpur stone again. And these are some elevations. This is the front gate, the carving part of it. It's a 30-60 plot, only open from one side. And I designed this in 2005. The story behind this is, one of my clients came and asked me that they came to the house. It's a very, no false ceiling, nothing. I'll just show you some pictures. It's a simple plan like this. 3 walls or 3 lines, which we did. But it takes in light from the sky. There is no other opening. It's a north-facing plot. And I'll show you, that's the entrance and the way we've used different spaces. This also, that's the skylight we have. And again, I heard people talking about light. Here I would like to mention that in architecture or any other forum we have here, it's high time we understand the resources we have and which are naturally available to us. Gaurav talked about water last time. We're talking about light. And I think rather than, we really need to add to that sensitivity there. I'll end up with this, God is in the detail. And this presentation here which you saw is actually dedicated to Gaurav Agarwal. Because I made this, there was this forum he had created for local for vocal. I was not able to present it that time. So I did it here this time. Thank you so much.